Hello, Elena Harder here of evolvinghumanity.com. Welcome to Little Thoughts and Inspirations with Elena. So today I want to talk about the trick of being in the gap. So many of my clients come to me because they're in the process of transitioning from a corporate job to a coaching practice, or they are in the process of launching a new product or a new version of their business. They're starting a new business. And there's this really tricky piece. I like to call it the gap. The gap is that moment between when you are 100% committed to running your current business and when you step into being 100% committed to running your next business. This also happens if you're in a part-time job and you're straddling, you're in both worlds at the same time. There's this unfortunate piece in the middle where you have no clients whatsoever because you told those guys to go away and you haven't yet stepped into this one. That's a tricky place to be. So how do you get yourself out of there? Well, the biggest answer is visualization, is creation, and it's getting your butt in gear, right? So there's gratitude for, it's gasm. You gotta gasm it. Gratitude for where you're already at. Gratitude that you have the vision, you know where you're going. Action, get your butt in place, meet people, talk to people, be really clear on your messaging. Surrender, let it go. Know that you're on path, you're on purpose, it will happen, and the more you can let go into the process, the more you can just accept, the more that you can create patterns of expectation with the universe where you know it brings the things that you need to it, the more fast goodness will come to you. And manifestation, mindset, money, all that jazz. Good stuff. I love it. So the big piece is that you're in the gap. And in the gap, you know you have this big vision and this mission, but until you start actually living it, until you actually start actively doing that, until you get your first client, until you launch your first program and it's a smashing success, you're in the space of expectation and you're not actually sure if it's going to work. You're not actually sure if it's going to happen, whether any of that. And it's just a really, really tricky place to be in because that's where doubt starts to creep in. You go well, I had a couple of coffee dates with people, but nobody signed up. And the most often reason that this happens is because you either don't have a coach who's holding your hand and pulling you forward. Nobody's holding space for you except you, and now you're in a doubt space, so it's gonna fall over. Or you are not clear on what your message is. Because when you're completely clear on what your magnetic message is, and you talk to people about that, they go, I have a friend who, or, that's totally me, because you just attract people who have that within them. And so I would really invite you to check out my 3 key checklist to see if you know what your magnetic message is, and see if you've got your business systems in place, and then see if you are healthily sabotaging yourself. Do you have a healthy form of self-sabotage, or are you lost and floundering in it and stuck in that pool of doubt, and you're going to stay in the gap for a long time if you don't have that. So head over to evolvinghumanity.com/3, the number 3 keys, and get the checklist on how to get your butt on the beach, how to live that dream life, living, with the online business systems, and I look forward to seeing you on the other side of those videos. And I really hope that this has been helpful. If you're in the gap, it's a tricky place to be, but sometimes you just need to ask for a little bit of help, and then boom, you're off and running, and that's exactly where you want to be. So if I can help you with that, I would love to be that help person. See you on the other side.